Welcome back, everyone, to another Market Open live stream. Welcome. So, wow. Well, I'm excited to, first of all, see what the heck is going on in the market today. Also excited to make sure that y'all can hear me. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, now I can hear myself. Wasn't able to hear anything. But anyway, I want to talk just briefly. I see a mention here about, why isn't Tesla moving after good news yesterday? Look, what happened yesterday was not a catalyst event. Yesterday for Tesla began 25 deliveries of their new Model S Plaid. They killed the Model S Plaid Plus, which is wonderful. And look, you've got Elon up on stage talking about how great the car is. Unfortunately, it's not a catalyst event. What a catalyst event is when something goes really, really well or something goes really, really poorly, generally. And so, in my opinion, and I mentioned this before the event as well, that I didn't think that Tesla would move after this event. Some people were even wondering, like, Kevin, is the Tesla thing, is that going to be buy the rumor, sell the news? And I'm like, no, because I don't really think there's going to be any news. And the reason I believe this is because when you're delivering 25 cars, that's the purpose of your company. That's what you're supposed to do. The only difference you really had here is like, yay, it's our new car. It's a higher margin car. It's 25. It's not a needle mover. It's great. It's progress. It's in the right direction, right? But what we want to see is next quarter, we want to hear we delivered 5,000 of these cars and our margin went up 0.5% because we delivered 5,000 more of these, and we've had these 5,000 on the road for the last 2 months, and we haven't had a single incident with them. That's what you want. So usually you want to align sort of expectations with reality when it comes to the stock market. Not everything is a needle mover for a stock. In fact, most things most common sense things, which an event seems like, hey, this is common sense, this is going to bring attention to the stock and stuff. Most things just don't. It's weird how they're almost totally interconnected, but and sometimes frustrating at times. But yeah, I mean, is it a surprise that Tesla's up 0.25%? In other words, flat, basically? No, not at all. Not a surprise at all. So I want to start also with AMC. So that's Tesla, but I also want to start with AMC. So I got so beat up because, and we saw it when it came up, but when it came up, I said, look, the way the CEO of AMC's tweets are, or his tweet was written, we have 4.1 million investors. And now that 4.1 million count, in my opinion, you can see that in the 3 videos I made talking about it, also included institutional investors. People are like, no, Kevin, individual investors, that's just people. I'm like, no. The way the sentence is structured is you've got institutional investors and individual investors. Everyone together is 4.1 million. And then 80% are retail. And so take a peek at this. And I also said that the average of the shares that people own was probably rounded down from 120, okay? And people got mad at me for saying these things. Folks, I kid you not. It was a global count, not just shares held in the US and Canada. This is the CEO. The summary numbers were accurately rounded. We said about, not exactly 4.1 million shareholders owned on average, about, not precisely 120 shares. The numbers add up correctly. It's literally what I said in my video. And people got mad at me because it didn't go into the AMC, narrative of the naked shorts. And like, look, I'm all for the narrative for AMC, but I'm also not gonna smoke joke, where I'm lying to you, or trying to make something out of something I don't believe. So you're always gonna get it straight with me. And then I also said, well, yeah, and then this was the first thing I said here. There are no mysteries in yesterday's share count. For continued transparency, as of June 2nd, about 4.1 million share investors held 501.8 million AMC shares. Individuals held more than 80% of the shares, but the count included everyone, both individuals and institutions. So anyway, this is literally what we expected. It's I don't want to come across as like, oh yay, we predicted this, or we're right about what AMC meant, but it's just worth noting. It's worth noting that the shares, the share count was accurate. I believe that. And it was accurate in exactly the way we suspected it was. And it was based on their wording, too. Now, Adam Aron's wording the first time was bad. That's true. His wording was not good. And the reason for that is it's Twitter. When people are trying to smash a bunch of crap into, 140 characters, you end up running into some issues. This is the comma here was a big problem, remember? But anyway, we don't need to relitigate this so much. We've already talked about that enough. But it's just good to know. It's good clarity to have. So anyway, welcome aboard to the chat. Thank you so much for joining. I see one of you just bought, so that's awesome. Thank you for that. All right, so let's go ahead and what I want to do now is I also want to go ahead and look at new short squeeze potential data, more interestingly, new short interest data. So let's go ahead and we're going to get the Bloomberg up as well. We'll see what's going on. Now, I'd still take this data with a grain of salt after I've seen it move before my eyes, and that's a little bit frustrating. But anyway, all right, so let's go ahead and get started here. Okay, so get into the terminal here. Dude, you have to get the plaid. Last night was epic. No. Definitely not getting the plaid. I do not want to A, spend the money, and B, I don't drive. Like, I don't do anything. It requires driving right now. I fly. Flying is important. Flying takes a lot of time, but get it done. All right. So terminal's coming up, so we'll have that up in just a moment. We got about 5 minutes to the pre-market here. We've got Sen's up 10%. Sen's doing a nice run here. Very nice. Dave & Buster's up 6.62%. UWMC 5.59%. CRISPR's moving nicely here. Awesome. AMC moving about 3% here in the pre. Let's take a peek here. All right. Yeah, softening a little bit. Was up about 4%. Now it's softening a little bit heading into the opening bell here. Okay, if you go back to the beginning of the video, you'll see my thoughts on Tesla. I started this video with Tesla, so I won't go over it again. It's not because I don't want to. It's because I already did. All right, let's see. All right, let me quickly put this in. This is lots coming back. Nice. I forgot to put the coupon code in, so let me pin that really quick. There we go. New 40% off coupon code. I'm not leaving. All right, perfect. So I put that in the chat and the link down below. So let's look at lots again then. Let's see here. Lots. Car lots. Yeah, nice. Okay, 3.67% move. Not too consistent here in the pre-market in terms of a direction as to where it's going. But I want to look at the looser. I want to specifically pay attention to these a little bit more. So Snowflake, Moderna, Upstart. Upstart was just recommended by S3 as a potential short squeeze stock. And honestly, I was a little shocked by that. I'm like, really? It's run so much. And that's one that has already squeezed, in my opinion. So I was surprised to see that it was alerted as still potentially being a stock that could squeeze. Diamond Hand Coffee's too hot. What else we have? Tattooed Chef at 2.09%. Marathon, Pfizer, PayPal. By the way, I'm just curious. I've got to actually, you know what? We should run a poll on this because I want to get to the bottom of this together here. All right. All right, I want to see what y'all think, okay? So it's at Real Meat Kevin on Twitter. I'm going to run this poll. If you build more housing in more areas and stop preventing fast rebuilding / remodeling / redevelopment, all right, via slow building safety processes. Let's see here. What I'm trying to get at, well, let's see. If you build, okay, hold on here. On rent control, what's better? A, Build more housing in more areas and stop preventing rebuilding, remodeling, redevelopment via slow building and safety processes. Or B, don't build, stay slow, keep rent control. See, when you have more houses, you don't need rent control. I want to see what y'all think, okay? So I want to see what you think. A, B. I'm just curious because sometimes people hear rent control going away, and it's like, well, no. You don't have to be anti-rent control to be pro building more houses. The side effect, though, of having more houses is you generally don't need rent control. Okay, so then we have short interest. So let's grab that really quick. We've got a couple minutes before the opening here, so I want to hear from you on that. All right. Okay. Apps. And give me all the arguments you've got. Whether you're for that or against that, doesn't matter to me. I don't want to get echo chambered. All right, so we got the S3 coming up. We got about 1 minute to the opening bell. We're gonna do a few of the momentum stocks just to see what we've got for short interest. I'm still taking it with a grain of salt, but remember the first minute is usually the most important for setting up that volume of the day. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we got here. AMC percent short, 13.48. Okay, that's a little bit lower than yesterday. Workhorse is at still 43.13%. That's actually down a little bit from the 49% where we saw it before. 42.55 on Clove. GME. Tesla here is 5.13. GME's 19.29. You can only get sent out really quick, and then we gotta go to the bell. 14.44%. All right. So let's take a look at the opening here.
Companies that are not taking this seriously, even now, Carl, and not taking it seriously means you've not updated your software.
Running out of excuses with
yes,
every
they
headline.
are.
By the way, we're going to talk to the CEO at our CNBC Evolve Summit this Wednesday. To register, you can go to cnbcevents.com.
All right. Loud bell as usual. We got a green candle at the start of AMC. That's really good. Look at this. Let's go. Oh man, good. Still diamond handing that option. Woo! Thank goodness. Let's get this back to let's get this back to $51, please. And then let's run past that line because we've got our next resistance line, which is now a resistance line over here at 51. See if we can make it. We got a long way to go. Slowing down a little bit on that green candle. Not going to end as high as it just went here, but feels like a strong set of volume here. So far, 7.7. That could be stronger. It's not so great. Sen's up 9. Snowflake, Upstart towards the downside here. Doge sitting at 32. There we go. AMC still climbing. Good. We've got Ethereum pretty much flat on the day here. And here's Bitcoin at 37.3. Very nice. You've got AMC now. There we go. Now it's climbing past its second bar here. First opening volume was about 7.9. It's okay. Could be better for opening volume. We'll see how the full 5 minutes look. So, but this is definitely positive here. We've got Arcimoto coming back here at 2.77. Yeah, this is what we were talking about yesterday, is that, you never want to almost squander a red day when you're definitely thinking like, I got to buy some options. The next day, you just don't know. It's either going to be red or green. But when you've got big reds staring at your face, it's nice to pick up or hold on to an option that maybe went the other way. And so that's yesterday, obviously, at the beginning of the day, AMC had a nice small little push up, but pretty much collapsed in the day. Volume collapsed. We had the share price fall down a good chunk, a good 10, 11 points. Yeah, and this is a nice recovery here. Very nice recovery. Strong buying right now. Not a lot of selling pressure, but I'll tell you, volume's not huge right now on AMC. Sens just gave back a little here. Yeah, Sens opened up big at about 10%, and there we go. Now it's really giving it up fast here. And you got AMC. I'm sorry. You got Dave and Buster's hanging out with AMC today. Yeah, very nice. Both large buildings with entertainment. We got Pub M has been up like 2 or 3% consistently in the last few trading sessions. Very highly short. Not a lot of options aren't really possible on it. At least I couldn't see any options. And Pub M, therefore, a little harder to gamma squeeze without options, but it could still suffer a short squeeze, which is suffering for the shorts, but good for everyone else. Tattooed sitting at 22, been rotating down the last few days, but only about one to 2 points here or there. Enphase sitting down, Piton sitting down a little bit. What's our coin doing? Looking into coin a little bit yesterday at close. That's up 1% right now. A little bit of a nice positive movement here at the open. Let's go ahead and listen to CNBC for a moment, see what we got over here. Let's tune in.
Alexa, what would be the multiple for AWS? The other night I said, all right, Alexa, what do you think of, and it triggered throughout the country. Alexa heard and responded.
Yeah.
I asked Alexa an easy question. By the way, I thanked Siri last night. What does she say?
When you asked,
I
Alexa,
mistakenly called Siri Alexa.
and she said it's okay.
That was like a really bad date. You ever do that? You know. Hey,
okay, this isn't really doing anything for us here, Jim. Okay, so what else do we have? All right, so let's go ahead and hit the headlines here and just see what we have on Bloomberg. Okay, so it says we got something on Merkel. U.S. inflation expectations build in a June survey of economists. These inflation expectations are a joke. And it's really because people change their opinion with the mood of the day. With the wind, people's opinions move. Economist inflation expectations keep rising as a variety of key metrics underscore building price pressures. Forecasters raise their estimates for CPI, key inflation gauge. Blah, blah, blah. All right. So June survey. Economists continue to raise their projections. And is this for month over month or is this for the year? Let's see here. Okay. So a bump here year over year at the end of each quarter. Okay. Got it. So people believe that annual inflation at the end of Q2, 3, and 4 will be somewhere between 3.8 to 4.3%. At the end of these quarters, end of this Q2, that's actually probably not too terribly off. we got to get down from 5%. We are going to inflect downward, so it's good to see that we're not expecting the up, but a much slower recovery here. I think this will go back down much faster. I think we'll be down to like 2.5 to 3% by the end of the year, which would be right here, which the survey right now is showing about 3.8. I'm over here at 2.6. I don't really believe that. Let's look at the 10-year treasury here. 10-year treasury. Let's pull it up. So 10-year treasury, wow, 1.45. This is great. Last month, straight down, folks. Look at this. I mean, this is great. Last 3 months. It's also basically been down the last 3 months. It's really been year to date where you've had the problem, as you had this run up at the beginning of the year. This was the panic mode right here. And this is where you got all the economists going, that's it. We're going to 2% again. It's over. We're going to 2% on the 10-year. Everything's going to get screwed. Yeah, oops. Just took the market a little bit of time to adjust. All right, but that's okay. Patience gets rewarded. Look at this. We had GameStop up 4.8% after a pretty miserable sell-off yesterday. 27% down. Company's got no debt. Raised lots of money. We don't exactly know when they have closed those shares yet, but we know they're setting up that 5 million share offering. Lots of money being raised, which is good for their transition. All right, so then we've got Sens at 10%. You've got Build-A-Bear 8.2%. CRISPR, you get a nice little move here on Build-A-Bear again. Let's look at what the short interest here is. Oops. What is this? This is a mess. There we go. All right. Build-A-Bear Workshop. Let's see what we got here. That's bad for crypto with the inflation thing. It's literally what I said in January. I'm like, if inflation expectations go down, crypto's not going to be very happy, because one of the big reasons people are investing in crypto is as an inflation hedge. And if inflation goes away, that's potentially not good for crypto. Man, the first time I said that, I had to delete the video because people got so mad at me. It's pretty ridiculous. I'm like, I don't know. After that CPI data comes out, I think it's going to fall. It's exactly what happened both times. But the problem is, like, if you're not just like, it's going to the moon, if you give any counterpoint, sometimes you get a lot of flack in the comments. I think the most vocal are sometimes the most, I don't know, either left or right in terms of, like, or I should say more like yes or no. It's not really like politically left or right. It's stocks. Build-A-Bear Workshop, 7.65%. Got Build-A-Bear. I mean, here's a nice push here. It's been sitting at 17 for quite a while here, and it's a push here. You can't say that crypto is not an inflation hedge. You can't say that. You definitely can't say that, and I'll tell you exactly why you can't say that. Crypto. Okay. Okay. All right. Look at this, folks. All right. Why do you invest in crypto? Pick your top reason. March 15th, before the fall, 29.2%. The majority of the people who picked a reason said that an inflation hedge was why they invested. No government was another reason. Easy, borderless, safe, fast was another reason, or I don't was another reason. So it doesn't matter if you know, believe it's an inflation hedge or it's not a good inflation hedge. Doesn't matter. People believe that. Society believes that. Sure. You could just take this approach. All those people are wrong. That's fine. But you got to remember this: the people who invest, or I should say, the folks, the people who go on like CNBC and they're like, oh man, all these momentum traders or these meme stock traders are dumb or whatever. Those are the people who go on like, you know, the suits that go on CNBC or whatever. It's the same thing. And you get a lot of people believing in a movement. That's what you get. You know, it doesn't, fundamentals and like perfect earnings or whatever aren't the only thing that matters. And given that fundamentals are a little harder to quantify with crypto, you got to remember, sure, this is not a randomly conducted sample of Americans throughout the country or global people throughout the country. It's a sampling of Twitter followers. But let's be real here. There's no argument to be had. There are people who believe that crypto is an inflation hedge. When inflation goes away, it could have a weight. I'm not saying crypto is going to fall, but it could have a weight on it. And so far, crypto has fallen. And so we'll see what happens. And keep in mind, I'm bullish on crypto. Okay, don't get me wrong, bullish on crypto, but you're going to go through some rocky roads, in my opinion, and so will I, because I'm invested in crypto. Anyway, let's get off that for a moment and take a look at Upstart here. Upstart kind of deflating a bit, unfortunately, down 5.17%. Snowflake down 4.99. Is Palantir up? Let's take a peek. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, Tagon. You know, you got it's the market is much more forward looking than it looks. So the market doesn't care about the April inflation reading. The market doesn't care about that. The market cares about what's the rest of the year going to look like. What's the end of the year going to look like? What's next year going to look like? April and May readings, which come out in May and June, are, and we know this, the worst. They're going to be the worst. It's already charted. We already know these are the worst months. So it's like you're getting rid of the worst, and now you're left with the not so bad of the recovery that we're seeing coming, big picture going forward here. So it's very forward looking, and I think the market is very efficient in that sense, in that it does like to look very forward. Now, I'm not here to argue that the market is efficient because it's broken in many different ways, but in that sense, the market is very much looking at 12 to 24 months out. All right, Build-A-Bear sitting at 7% here. Dave & Buster's kicking butt here. It has been trading sideways for months, sitting at about 40. I want to say about 42 to 44. So this is the week chart. Phenomenal run from November. This is your November run here. I mean, it's beautiful. And then you've just been flat, which not bad. Very nice. We've got Sens here, 7%. GameStop, 4.7%. A little, upsies and downsies here. Where did AMC go? Uh-oh. There goes AMC again. AMC. This is a perfect example of crap volume. Nailed it. I hate to say it, but I told you the first candlestick was very, very important. And the volume was too low. Now, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes it can be indicative of people hodling. But we're kind of in this no man's land right now, where we're between 51 essentially and 41 here. So we've got almost what feels like a little bit of a shelf here, but it's pretty crooked. So we'll see what happens. But AMC needs a good blast of volume to really move big in one direction or the other at this point. All right, so GameStop, 4.3. We got Sens at 5%. Build-A-Bear, 5.87. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Upstart's still rotating to the downside. A lot of things here in the middle. A lot pretty flat. Let's look at Tesla here. Yeah, look at that. Tesla rotated red. Down 0.2%. All right, let's go ahead and listen to CNBC. Roblox trying to go. It's a good one. It's been great. It's at 2.3. It's been doing very well since it got stuck at IPO pricing. I was listening.
This is very confusing, Carl, because a lot of people message me and say, wait a minute, why are we supposed to rotate into growth when growth is slowing down? And it's a little counterintuitive, but growth tends to perform better in the back half of an economic expansion. Essentially, they do better in the late stages of an economic recovery. And that's the main reason people are starting to talk about rotating back into growth. Carl, back to you.
Oh, I love it. We've been talking about how in February, March, and April, constantly, it's like, don't worry, growth will come back. But I still think it's going to take until September and October. It's too soon to say that now.
Seen on the number one pricing issue of inflation. Heresy, right? Not necessarily. There's been an awful lot of buying that's been coming in lately, reversing big short positions. And not only that, when we talk about this parking lot of cash on the Fed facility that's over $500 billion and continually moving up, well, consider this. The dollar funding market is flush. And if you're an overseas purchaser of treasuries, hedging your dollar is cheaper than it's ever been. So there's a lot of turnstiles of buying coming in that may be swamping the notion of what inflation may be like down the road. But it's a big mistake to write it off completely. Now, if you look at an intraday chart, boy, it looks like rates are going up. But look at the fine print. We went down to 142. We're up to 145. 145 is up 2 on the day, but open the chart up to a week. We're down 10 basis points on the week. So are the long bonds. Definitely has been a buying week. And anybody who participated in the auctions of 120 billion this week are pretty happy about it. They're making money. The settlement day, of course, will be Monday. Now, let's zoom that chart to March. That's the last time we're at these levels.
We already did this.
Where do we go?
We already did this. So we're going to pull off this here. All right. So enough of the no. I hate it when this happens. Yesterday, we said it. Said Hut 8, it's up listing. Look at what happened with Mind Medicine. You go up 20%, probably going to come right back down. Uplisting is generally not a catalyst you want to hodl on. It's down 18.8% right now. Which, interestingly, if you go up, let's say 1.21%, let's say 21%, that brings you to 121. But then you go down, well, now it's down 19%. That would be 0.81, 0.8159. Can we do this? Yeah, that actually brings you lower than where you were before. So even if you had up 21%, but then you go down 19.5, you're lower than where you started. 22, and still lower than where you started. Yikes. Well, that's a bummer. So I really like the folks at Hut 8. I just think the price action gets manipulated when you do an uplisting. Hey, Lordstown's coming back from the grave. Whoa. Oh, Hut 8 also did an offering. Okay, well, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, that's the perfect time to do it because it is a temporary catalyst. Oh, man. So, math class doesn't teach anything, man. Yeah. Math sucks. But anyway, wow, Lordstown. It's not one I'm going to stick around in because this is the one where, like, guaranteed when this thing runs again, you're just going to get offering because they're out of money. They have no money. They literally said they're concerned about the business being able to continue operations. And you don't want to hear businesses talk about going concern. Very bad. Yeah, 29.93% short. Well, part of me wonders how much of that is legitimate with the concerns the actual company is putting out. 3.15 on Lemonade, back over 104 here. By the way, if you haven't yet, I know a lot of you have, but you want to use this platform, go to metkevin.com/Weeble, metkevin.com/Weeble, deposit $100, and you get 2 free stocks worth all the way up to $1,850. Just make sure you deposit $100. When you deposit $100, that's when you get your second, generally more valuable stock. So get those 2 free stocks, metkevin.com/Weeble, deposit $100. All right, Lordstown, good moving here, but looks like, again, we've kind of given up on the momentum here at AMC. Volume too low again. Oh, look at it. Just told you it couldn't be in no man's land. Had to go to one of the bars. It's live trading. That's a bummer. The volume was just too low, minute 1. Yeah. All right, well, let's see what else is going on. All right, let's see here. Somebody's asking about Tesla. Yeah, Tesla rotating down as well, 1%. Not a surprise. Talked about Tesla at the beginning of the video, by the way. So if you're curious as to why Tesla's not got more of a movement, watch the beginning of the video. Just play it from literally second 0. All right. You've seen the $1,500 dark pool AMC story. I've seen an article and some videos about it. Let's see here. I heard something about this. Let's see, 1,500 dark pool AMC. Let's look at it together. Dark pool price of 1,500. I think some people are talking about basically like rumors and maybe like fake grainy screenshots or something like that. I don't know. I get pretty skeptical. All right. Let's go back to the sticks here. I'd have to, maybe somebody can link me that. But anyway, let's see here. No, I already heard about it, Jesse. I heard about the stock offering. I got it. We heard about it. We talked about it. So fast forward in the video. We got, let's see here. Upstart down 7%, Hut down on that on the share offering. But again, you also, I mean, it may totally make sense because you get these faux run-ups after an uplisting, and it's smart of them to take advantage of that. but you potentially also get a downswing on, okay, we're uplisting. Now we're taking advantage of that higher price. And so you get, in my opinion, an exacerbated sell-off because the market's going, so we're only up because of an uplisting and you're offering shares. So you accelerate the down. Tesla's rotating to the downside here, 1.37%. Volatility is still technically down for today on the CBOE. But yeah, Tesla rotating to the downside, AMC rotating down. AMC's going to that lower support level. Bounced off. Bounced off about a $0.50 before we thought it would. Yeah, about $0.50. That's pretty close. We getting some new lines here, maybe? A little bit of a more narrow range here. I remember when I was a kid, Tesla was at 950. The only time Tesla was at 950 was pre-split, and it's worth more now. Let's see. Can you look at Clover? Clove had like a one-day big old squeeze, and I was really nervous about after the big squeeze if we would see it sustain or rotate to the downside. And unfortunately, when Clove squoze, right here, when it shot up, we also went into this period of time of momentum beginning to suffer again. Of momentum rotating to the downside. And that is why I closed the vast majority of my positions, my options on momentum. Actually, I closed all of them. I just reopened one on AMC with some false information on the short interest data. So I got screwed. But yeah, otherwise I'd close down everything. All right. So what else do we have? Let's take a listen in over here. What do we got?
.me and why they're credible is this: they're a government contractor. They work with
That doesn't matter to our stocks right now.
When you post your first job at Indeed.com/promo.
That doesn't matter.
CNBC's Evolve.
Okay. That's on Workhorse today. Let's go look at the volume a little bit. Let's see. All right. Yeah, there's the argument that there's still more to squeeze. I understand short interest didn't go down that much. The problem is you need the entire movement to be focused on momentum stocks and adding to them. And the last 3 days we haven't seen that. And we expected some potential consolidation in the space, which is why we closed our options. But the question is, are we going to rotate back into momentum, or are we going to rotate back into something else? Those are very important things to consider. Somebody's asking about CCIV. And Workhorse here. Yeah, so Workhorse right now, I'm still believing in Workhorse, but until the momentum swing comes back, I'm on standby. So I'm carefully watching for the big momentum movement to come back. Everything's kind of deflating right now. Even Build-A-Bear here. A little run there at the morning. Deflating. Yeah. Okay. A little boring. A little boring to see these things deflate. Yeah, see, look, AMC just can't keep it up. And what we got at Root. Root made us some good money on an option swing. It was a good one. All right, let's listen to Root here. Which, remember, all of my buy-sell alerts are in the Stock and Psychology of Money group, which you'll see linked down below. You get that 40% off with that coupon code. Yeah, but also do check out the other programs, which also include access to the live streams, like the Zero to Millionaire Real Estate Investing. Like if you're renting right now, and you want to challenge yourself and your beliefs for building wealth. If your net worth is under $500,000, you really ought to consider the Zero to Millionaire Real Estate Investing course. It's the second most popular course out of everything. It used to be the most popular, but the Stocks and Psychology of Money one destroyed it with usership. Well, not really destroyed it. They're actually at a pretty similar spot right now. They just crossed over. Anyway, 35% short on Root. Actually, you had a nice little move to the upside here since, what is this? June. Yeah, since June 9th. June 9th, you went from 2% up to about 35 and a bit. Now we're at 35. Here, I'll show you this. Take a look at this right here. You see this here? All right. But yeah, anyway, those things are linked down below. All right. So just gave away a bunch of money. We just gave away $72,000 to subscribers. If they want to buy the courses, they can buy the courses. So it's even better than a giveaway. It gives you choice. Better than a course giveaway. It gives you choice. Getting money. CCIV, sure, I'll look and see. I don't want to spend all day just looking at short data though, but I do want to look and see what's happening with GMV right now. Should do a video on how to purchase a property in a hot market, tips and tricks. I'd consider doing that. Be down. Yeah, GME, nice move here. I mean, really good recovery after the disaster of yesterday. Very nice to see this. You'd like to see AMC moving with this. You're not right now, though. It's possible you're getting a little bit of an AMC turn over to GME, which is fine. They both deserve attention. They both deserve credit for being phenomenal movers in this new world that we're in. It's worth standing up for both of them. But right now AMC, it just doesn't have the volume. It's an observation. Can you change your mouse cursor to an AGS? Big old RuneScape sword. If you tell me how to do that, I will do that. I don't know how to do that. I don't even know if you can. Can you do that on Mac? I don't know. Yeah. All right. What else we got? UWMC 5%. Sands, Affirm. I still think Affirm has such big potential just because it's gotten destroyed. FSR, is FSR running? Fisker. I could see Fisker running. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just zooming out on Affirm here at the day chart. Still doing well. Still in the toilet. Yeah. C3. Let me look at AI really quick. Still in the toilet. One day. Neo. There you go. Look at Neo. 2.4. That's only 2.41, but the chart was very nice. Lemonade, sell a little or buy a put. Ooh, I wouldn't. Me personally, okay, it's not financial advice. None of the stuff in my videos is. I got a diamond hand coffee mug and I got a rocket ship on my shirt, but I wouldn't buy a put against Lemonade right now. Not going into the end of the year. I mean, maybe short term if you want to try to swing it, you see some technicals or something. But next 6 months, Why didn't you do a live stream to see who won the $72,000? I did. I actually did. And if you didn't get the notification, this is exactly why you need to download the Meet Kevin app. If you download the Meet Kevin app, you'll never miss a notification again. And it's really good. Oh, it actually just updated too. We just released an updated version of it. Oh, it's so cool. And that also reminds me, if you're in San Francisco this weekend, remember, I'm holding a rally. So go to meetkevin.com, sign up for the rally. The rally's going to be amazing. You got a stage, got a TV, gonna have music. It's going to be fun. But yeah, take a look at this. If you never want to miss a notification again, it's free. It's in the Apple App Store and in the Android App Store. But you'll see it if I'm currently live. You'd get a notification. The upcoming rallies button, you could click there to sign up. You've got, these are all the latest videos, which you might not get notifications for. The truth about my campaign, right? Thoughts on DD stock, whatever. Housing market is flipped. But then you have most watch. And then we separated too. Governor videos, governor vlog. You've got, some of these older ones too here. Making money and passive income, real estate construction, investing, new versus pro, right? It's kind of cool. Stocks in the stock market. It's fun. It's fun. All right. So where were we here? So let's get back to the sticks here. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right, so then we have, look at Build-A-Bear moving here. Very nice. Diamond cursor. Yeah. You should update your YouTube banner to a new picture. Oh, and stream the rally. I don't know. You know, I was thinking about it. Should we stream the rally? I don't know. Kevin's courses are adjusted for inflation, so buy now. Oh, that's no. The title was giving away $72,000. But yeah, I mean, it just didn't get the viewership that which is fine with me. Like I didn't mind so much. It was more for like the existing. Really? Oh, a lot of you folks saying yeah, really. Will you feel comfortable? I don't know. Nah, who knows? Who knows? Oh, hey, guess who just liked my rally tweet? Yeah, okay. I know a lot of you were still mad at him. Okay, I know that, but you know, I think there's a lot of good in the intentions over at Robinhood. And check this out, my man Vlad liked my tweet. Rally this Saturday in San Francisco. Sign up at meetkevin.com. Thanks, man. Appreciate the support. That's cool. Well, anyway, let's go back here. So, Grant Cardone. I don't think so. I don't think you would ever see him. Oh, man. All right. Grant Cardone. Falling knife with Ocugen. All momentum right now is you just have to be a little bit more cautious. But look, I mean, look, you got a rally right now on Build-A-Bear and GameStop, so you just have to pay a little bit more attention. It's gotten harder. That must have been it to stop. Thoughts about streaming to Twitch? I considered it. Yeah. So you have to be a little bit more, I would say, discriminatory with momentum right now, because not all momentum is destroying it right now. It's just some of the momentum, and it can be short-lived. So keep that in mind. And I want to be in, but I mean, look, the last 3 weeks, it's been like throw a dart. You know, throw a dart and you make money. So we pulled a lot of good profits off on the options, but I'm slowing down a little bit on making new placements. I'm looking for them though. You know, GameStop cooling down again. Come on, man. Come on, man. AMC. Ooh, AMC flat. Oh, come on. Oh, the volume's gone. Well under 1 million right now. This is very, 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 very low volume. Yes. Yes, momentum right now is losing its momentum. It's not good. No, it's not good at all. Matterport, though, hey, you know what? Here's one that didn't really participate in the momentum moves. It's a really good one. But it's not really, it's not a big short interest play. 4.29%. It's nothing. It's because people really, 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 really like holding Matterport. But the volume's super low on this. But I love this. I got a good chunk of money in this one. All right. What else we got? Hut. Share offering. Accelerated by uplisting. Prop up yesterday. Leading to a 22.3-ish% to the downside here. Not bad for them to raise money, though. That's going to be a great way for them to keep building out their business. Taking more market share. Got to work with Elon on the North American Bitcoin Council. They're part of it, which is really cool. Get you through your workout in the morning. Good for you. Vlad. Short interest on Ocugen. I'll briefly look. You know, when Ride is up and Tesla is down, the markets are whack. Oh, no. Oh, man. Let's see, GN. Dude, this app is pretty cool. Love the interface. Very simple for my 40-year-old. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You, you're not old. Stop. You don't have to say that or imply that. 43. Okay. Wait. What is this? Inflation talk.
Healthcare costs. Those are the areas that we've seen price inflation throughout my adult lifetime. And all of it is not monetary, but government policy. It's subsidies. But for an investor, you said it earlier, the bond yield is the judge and jury. There is no one loaning their money to the United States government for 10 years for 1.4% if they believe that there is 3, 4, 5% inflation, let alone the persistence of such inflation. That's what the bond yield does, is tell us what to think, because it's trillions of dollars of measurement second by second.
David, we always come to you for high-yielding, dividend-paying stocks. And I know you brought a couple with you today. First off, GlaxoSmithKline. You like it? Dividend strong, growing dividend. What does it pay me at the moment?
Well, Glaxo is paying about 5.5%. It's a very strong dividend in the pharmaceutical area, even higher than other big dividend payers like Merck and Pfizer. So that premium that Glaxo has paid has been something.
Brandon, no, I haven't seen your question. What's your question?
Not only have a good high dividend, but they're about to do something really good for their company. Separate the consumer product division from the pharmaceutical and the vet.
Yeah, more departmentalization. Microsoft said that was a good idea. Oh my gosh. I don't know about how I feel about that.
If you get the average, 16% this quarter, but if you do the 2-year average, you're looking at 8%. That compares to 3% the last 4 or 5 years. So you're looking at
it's a real pickup. Yeah, it's an overall pickup.
Massive pickup, but it's actually been picking up the last 3 quarters. It's not just this quarter. Now, you ask.
I really like that bookshelf.
The retailers have reported numbers that have been staggering. I sent your office a list of numbers. I'm not sure if they have them to put them on, but you've got companies like Dillard's, for example. There was one of the first retailers to report this quarter. They earned about $7 a share. They were expected to earn $1. It's hard to believe. $7 expected.
All right. This guy, you know what this guy reminds me of? What was it called? Is it NAT? Yeah. The CEO. The CEO of North American Tankers. Oh my gosh. That was the most wild interview ever. I can't help myself, but I remember when this guy was on CNBC and I was thinking like, oh, should we invest in this company? But then I watched the interview and I'm like, no. It was so off the wall. Let me see if I could get to the good part of it. Hold on. Let's see here.
Tuesday, someone will just contact you.
Well, we don't speculate in oil. We speculate in carrying oil, and that's a different story. And my point is that I prioritize dividend. That is the thing. And I don't take risk I don't have to take. We have a strong market, and this is the strongest market I've seen in my lifetime. And I've been around for quite a while.
Okay, so why wouldn't you pay?
It was great. I'm sorry. It's probably not the best part. You could search this one yourself. Here. Oh look, I even have it liked already. Nordic American Tanker CEO. I've never seen just a strong market. It was honestly it was must see TV back then, and it's honestly weird to think it's been a year. And I hate to say it. I hate to do it, but after the interview, it was like straight downhill from there. And then and I'm sorry, obviously, to anybody who's down on it, but it just to me the interview was what's it called? Jumping the shark? I don't know. That might be an insult. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh gosh, I gotta stop talking. Okay, Build-A-Bear up 8.2%. Mind Medicine up. Mind Medicine all of a sudden just came out of nowhere here. 7.46%. Very nice. AMC. Come on, AMC. Do something. It's like the dog you're trying to poke with the stick. Like, do something. All right. Okay, what else? Yeah, Upstart. Hey, listen. Okay, write this one down. If Upstart goes under 100 again, it's a potential swing. Okay, watch it. Upstart is one that consistently goes under 100, back to 130, 40, 50. Under 100, back to 130, 40, 50. It's very Microvision-esque. Speaking of Microvision, here's Microvision down 3.6%. Also, very much goes to 12, goes to 22, 23. 12 goes to 24, 25. Goes to 7, goes to 22, 24, 25. It's the same freaking pattern over and over and over again. Interview the CEO of Voyager. Just type it on YouTube. I interviewed the CEO of Voyager twice. So not sure the reference there. All right, let's see what else here. Tesla. We're not doing anything here. Build-A-Bear. Build-A-Bear's kicking butt. You know, it's been stuck. It's been so stuck at 17, and it had a really nice breakout today. You know, hats off to Build-A-Bear. Very nice breakout. But you got Matterport, GameStop here, rotating back to the downside, 3.9, 3.8 right now. And Matterport's at 4%. Car Lots, 5. Lordstown slowing down a little bit. Arcimoto, Fisker, these guys come out. Oh, that's right. Somebody said Fisker was running. It's trying to get back over here to 18.5. My shares on this have done very well, and I took profitable options on Arcimoto. The only options I just recently got screwed on were AMC, but even when I factor in that loss, we're still did very well for the week here. So, I don't know that we're gonna get any. You need volume on AMC. It's either diluted, or people don't have money, or people aren't buying the dip, or they're taking profits. I don't know. But this is that period of consolidation where you need another reason. You need the reason for the season. Yeah, that's missing right now. Is that excitement? You know, even the CEO's clarifying tweets, which basically said exactly what we said was very likely. Which is not trying to pat myself on the back. I'm just saying. I'm saying that now because I got a lot of heat for it. People are like, "What? No, you're wrong, Kevin. You're wrong." So much of that. It ended up being exactly that. It's not a bad thing. It's just more clarity. All right. 3-minute chart helps with AMC. All right. Let's try that. 3-minute chart. AMC. Really? Just trend-wise? Yeah. I'll stick with my 1-minute candles. Somebody says, "I like why are we talking about fish sticks?" Yeah, man. This is what happens. Anyway, Fubo TV just blew up out of nowhere. Sen's still doing well on the day here. So let's see what their short is. Fubo, whatever. Fubo. Enter. 21.94. I mean, that's a decent short percentage. Let's zoom out on this. Day. It's been running. Week. No, going back to its prior support level here. $31. Yeah, somewhere around here. 27 to 31. Kind of broke through this. This is going to run. Ooh. Interesting. How's our volume? Go to 5-minute volume on this one here. 512, 500, 300. It's like yesterday. Ooh. Volume's definitely higher than it was yesterday. Higher than it was 2 days ago. Had a big opening volume here. But otherwise, pretty strong right now. Yeah. Some very nice movements here. A lot of volume plowing into this one right now. What's the market cap? Let's go see. Fubo TV market cap. Fubo TV is sitting at 4.2 bill. It's interesting. Yeah, keep an eye on this one. Maybe keep an eye on maybe some consolidation, and then see if it sets up with volume for a potential other run. Gonna take to silence as a no to the political question. What was your political question? You know, sometimes I feel like I get questions when I'm not looking, and then people think I'm ignoring them. I'm scrolling up and I don't even see it. Scrolling. I am representing a judge running for Supreme Court in Arkansas. Will you do a politics course? I'd love to learn more about the process and ways to net the most votes. Well, I mean, I don't think I'm by any means a politics expert. So I don't know about politics. I have no idea. I don't know. It seemed like a little bit of a niche product too. But you can get all of the other programs down, linked down below, 40% off using that code I'm not leaving. And that's actually exactly where we're going to go right now. Is I'm going to leave here to go there to do the course member live stream. All right, folks, thank you so very much for being here. I got to run. Appreciate y'all. Use that link down below. You get lifetime access to all the content. So that means if I add content in 10 years, you get it for today's price. Lock it in. All right, folks. Thanks again for being here.